Jill Scott is not conventionally attractive. I repeat, Jill Scott is not conventionally attractive. Peace. It said the comparison is the thief of joy, and I would argue that that especially applies to Black joy. We have jumped clean out the window with all these comparisons, whether it's your top five, your GOAT debate, or those memes where you line up a bunch of Black greats and one gotta go or all but one gotta go and take all of their work with them. Why? This ain't Highlander. There can be more than one. Listen, as an artist and an athlete, I don't have a problem with Black folk being in healthy competition with one another. But when it gets to the point where we can only be great at one another's expense, while other greats of other races are allowed to coexist, it's giving Plantation Olympics to me. And there's a big difference between active participants competing with one another versus comparing active to the retired or the living to the dead. This conversation was not needed. Nobody asked for this, but this is where we are now. It is bad enough when we're using comparisons to undermine one another, but even worse when those comparisons are rooted in the ideologies of others. There's so much so wrong with this, not the least of which is Jill Scott is not conventionally attractive. I repeat, Jill Scott is not conventionally attractive because the conventional beauty standard in the Western white world is inherently white supremacist, and Jill Scott's beauty is not in alignment with that standard. A big, bouncy, buxom, beautiful Black woman with big lips and a fro and an attitude is not at all adjacent to the white standard of beauty. Is Jill Scott gorgeous? Absolutely. I would smack fire out the sun for Jill Scott right now, but I need the light to record this. But pump your brakes on crediting Jill Scott's beauty to a racist, colorist, fat-phobic convention that would convince little Black girls and Black women who look like Jill and Angie that they are unattractive. Conventional beauty is beneath Black beauty. There, I said it, but I digress. Comparison is the thief of Black joy. Our greatness should be a celebration, not a separation between us. One more thing. If any of you think that this was just one long-winded way of me flirting with Jill Scott, how dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself, unless you're Jill Scott and it worked. In which case, we out ya.